Testing the quick brown fox jumps over lazy yellow dog. Oh, that is way too loud. Okay. Now it's too quiet. That is fine. So, my copy of Farming Simulator 25 Collector's Edition finally arrived yesterday. I spent the past 3 hours installing it because my CD drive broke, so I had to install it from Giant's website, which is slow. Very, very slow to download. Took about 3 hours. And I've spent the past hour and a half just looking through this, and I'm only like halfway through. So I don't think we're going to get to any actual gameplay today. But I just want to keep doing this. I was going to stream some more Oblivion Remastered, but oh well. Let's see what they've got for sprayers. Okay. It's not a sprayer, that's a fertilizer spreader. Still get it, but it's not a sprayer. I like that one. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just where I grew up, but the only thing is that looks to use a 3-point hitch, and that's not what most of the ones around here use because 3-point hitches weren't exactly common. 2 points, I've seen a lot of ones that use mount to 2-point hitches and stuff, but a lot of tractors just didn't come with 3-point hitches or was an option. I guess we'll get that lizard. I don't know, that one's way too cheap, I'd say. Circular pivot irrigation? Oh! I'm not gonna install it, but oh, that is so cool. We don't really have those around here because I don't know why actually. There's quite a few of them up by Gaylord, but it's mostly for like edible plants, and around here it's all cash crops. Corn, beets, pickles, or field corn, not sweet corn. Wheat, well, not much barley, mostly just wheat, but grains, soybeans. Ooh, a front tank. But, no, they're showing it working with that one, which I'm guessing is another modded one. That looks like a Hardy. Yeah. Trailed tank. Ooh. Oh, I like that. The look of that front tank. Yeah, we're installing that one. Manure spreaders. I like that one, but yeah, they have the cost on it too low, I think. Big manure spreader. I did actually see one of these. Well, it's a good almost a year ago now, but like, because around here, I mean, there's a few farmers that do have manure spreaders, but okay, they don't actually have them, but they're the ones with the tripod or 3-wheeled ones where their tires are like 4 feet wide so that they don't crush the crops. I've always wanted to drive one of those things. I just want to see how how the steering reacts, because they've got all that weight and like the wheel is like under the cab. Like, I want to see how that reacts to steering. See how it feels to drive. I'm never going to drive one, especially now that I live in the city. But it's cool. Ooh. That's neat. Liquid manure spreader. Okay. fertilizer spreaders. These are going to be for dry fertilizers. Don't get that one because I got that one in my original... I don't know. Because, yeah, it is for fertilizer. I mean, I guess I think I only got it for lime because I was using liquid fertilizers. I don't know. It matches well with the older tractors. Is the thing. I don't know why I keep on installing all these John Deere ones. I don't like John Deere. Never have. Even before they got super garbage. Granted, I did not grow up around John Deere's. I mostly grew up around Fords and Farmalls. Mostly Farmalls. I mean, I had a Ford 8N. Didn't use it for farming. It pretty much just was used as a backhoe because it had a loader and a back blade. Wasn't really used as a tractor. I mean, we did put a brush hog on the back. It was just a small and kind of shitty one, belt-driven off the PTO, and it didn't really work well on the Ford because the PTO system on that is terrible. The 8N is an engineering mess, and I hate it. Like, you need a specific oil for the transmission because the transmission shares the same thing with the axle and the gearbox and the PTO, and oh, I hate it. Like, it's not RPM based. It's just stupid. I hate the 8N. It's a good tractor. It's just nowadays with how the market is, you can get a Farmall Cub for less. The Farmall Cub could do everything and more because a lot of them have the belt PTO. Granted, how many people have belt PTO based equipment anymore? Not too many, but some people do. I mean, it's not that difficult to... You just need the belt and to make some pulleys up. Kubota. I like Kubotas. Okay, look at that one. What is this? Ah, it's a tank. Their screenshots are very zoomed out. Now, one thing I am annoyed about with farming, I guess it's every farming simulator after 22 technically, is they say that you harvest sugar beets in November and start in October. Like, yeah, that the harvester season does last with those, but you start harvesting them pretty much as soon as they're done because the fields get wet, and then you're not harvesting shit because they're rotting. Like, I know that the developers of this game are in Europe and not Michigan, where everything sucks, but, like, still. Cost isn't too low on it. I like the look. We'll get it. Wait, huh? I did not know John Deere made a sprayer on that platform. I've seen a lot of John Deere sprayers. They're actually the most common John Deere that I see. But that's probably just because the other brands don't really have much of a foothold. The nearest dealer is a John Deere dealer. Next nearest is a Case IH. And then the next nearest is kind of a general one. And they've actually been getting a lot more business lately. I've been seeing Challengers. I've even seen a couple Fence, which is surprising. Just like, yeah, John Deere's losing market share, and I am happy with that. 2-point hit? No. 2 hitch. But it has a third link, doesn't it? Or are they just split like that? Okay, I see. But it's only a drop spreader. I'll get it. Ooh, is this broadcast? It is a broadcast spreader, but I already have a couple good broadcast spreaders installed. Hand spreader, but it's not a drop spreader, it's a broadcast spreader. I've never been a fan of broadcast spreaders because there's more moving parts. And it's harder to control their range than just a drop spreader. At least when it comes to hand tools. Or push, I guess, really. It's not a hand tool. I have a hand broadcast spreader. It's actually the only... Or no, I have two hand broadcast spreaders. One's designed for seeds. The other one's also designed for seeds, but it's designed for, like, grass. The other one is old. It's got a big bag, and you throw the seeds in it, and then you hold the bag, and then you crank a big handle. And I don't use it because I don't have enough land to farm. Not that I don't understand how zoning laws work. All I know about zoning laws is that I do not understand them. Ooh. I don't know, yeah, that might be a bit too cheap. Let's look at the slurry tankers, though. I'm not too familiar with slurry, to be honest. It's not really used around here because there just isn't... I mean, I have seen it used more often over the past few years. Much to my dismay because it stinks. But I've been seeing more use of slurry in recent years. However, it smells bad, but I don't live in the countryside anymore, which I hate because it means I see like no tractors and no farming, and I can't just go out, walk 20 feet from my house and pick pickles for free. Well, cucumbers, they're not pickled yet, but they're smaller ones that are for pickling. And just, I mean, but yeah, I don't own any land out there anymore, so it's a moot point. That's the thing, I don't know enough about slurries. They're not used around here. It's a gap in my knowledge. I will stick to base game. Slurry tools. Again, I'm not familiar enough with slurry. It's just manure and stuff is not a big industry around here. Or cows or pigs or whatever it's called. Animals, that's what they are. They're just not that big of an industry. Especially ever since, yeah, there was only really one distributor of them around here. And they burned down, so now everyone has to go a lot further away. I've seen a lot of horse places close up because of that. Because it's just harder to get stuff for them. That's a cultivator, though. Disc cultivator. It's acting as a weeder, though, so... No, because... Yeah, I hate these ones. Like, they look cool. They're all, like, really good, but their balance is terrible. $900 for 3-meter width, and it can be combined to 9. That's, and like their cultivators and plows and stuff, yes, they have relatively small widths in comparison to the other ones, but they cost like a tenth of the price. They're so cheap. They're terribly balanced, but they all look cool. That too. But, I don't know, it's probably just because I'm old and things around here, most people still use, like, I had a friend who, they still use, like, they have a big farm, and they have newer tractor stuff, but for spraying, they still use a mid-60s John Deere with I mean, it's a modern sprayer on the back, but it's a mid-60s John Deere, because what's the point in buying a new tractor? It does everything fine, it's easy to fix, you can get parts, and, like, sure, they could spend 300 grand on, you know, a newer thing, but then they're going to have downtime when it breaks. And it will break because there'll be some software shit. Yep. Ooh. They say what weight they're set to. No. Required power 20 horsepower. Okay, that sounds about right for, looks to be, yeah, 2-meter width, that diameter. If it's a water-based one, that'd be probably 300 pounds. Yeah, that's kind of the issue. Not everyone lives near a tractor repair place. Like around here, there is a John Deere dealership 2 townships over, a Case IH dealership 2 townships over, and that's it. And and they don't even have very good repair facilities, so half the time you're just going to call them. They say, okay, we're going to have to send someone out, and it's going to be like a week that it's out of service. Is that a front mount one? Yeah, I'm guessing it's probably the same for any American-based company just because of the distance they have to export the parts. Because I know, wasn't it... Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I haven't heard too much about Case's software stuff, but all I've heard is they're better than John Deere. But that's not saying a whole lot. It's just saying it, showing it as a rear. It does have a 3-point mount, but... Oh, trailer mount. Yes. Okay. The... Well... Oh, okay. Yes. Disc-based packer. I've not really... Well, I have used these, but not for farming. They were to aerate the lawn. That one's lizard. I think, yeah, Gorgonic. Well, no, that's a disc cut. Front roller twin disc. Ooh. Yeah, no, I think the pricing's relatively balanced there. Okay, so it's a standard kind of spring and then... Interesting. Guess I'll get it. I know, all these front PTO things are kind of new to me because... Or front 3-point, rather. Because most of the tractors I'm familiar with don't have them. They didn't really do that much in the 60s or the 50s. Bit in the 70s, but I've never worked on a tractor that had a front 3-point. Oh, I did a bit of work on a Case once, but that was not any work on the 3-point. Ooh, that one's folding. Let's get that one. Okay, consumables. Okay, they're just different packagings. Liquid lime? That... I mean, I guess you can liquefy the lime, but... Like... Technically? Because it's to add nitrogen into the soil. I don't know. I've never had to do that. I've farmed before, but it's never been large scale. I mean, in the past, my family, you know, has farmed at a large scale, but that was years ago. We've just contracted it all out for the past 30, 40 odd years. Ooh, combines, okay. What the? SM... lizard. Is it not based on something? That is... I mean, I've seen combines like that. Assuming it's based on something? Axial flow pack. Yes, get that installing. Okay, corn headers. Huh? Oh, this is that one that's like specifically for hills, right? Yeah, because it's got a weird ass thing. Hopper. Okay, I have seen one of these in person. It was non-functional though. I'd love to see a functioning one though. Because they're so tiny and cute. I mean, I've seen functioning non-self-propelled corn combine, whatever you want to call them. Same like that, though. I don't know. A couple of them have been 3 rows, couple 4, couple 2. But rarely I've ever seen them in use. Only like once. Matador Mercator pack. Oh, these are classes. Class Envinian 410. Ooh, I like how it covers up the mounting for the header with a little thing. That looks Italian, and I don't know Italian. Agricultural, I'm guessing. No clue on the top word. Realistic convoy, or rear. That must be it. So agricultural convoy. That makes sense. That's why it says convoy. Okay, I'm not going to install that one because that kind of upsets the balance like it did in 17 or 19. Because in 19, I remember it was cheap. It was the cheapest, but it had a larger width than the one you'd start with if you picked the farmhouse start rather than just starting with all the money and buying everything. Yeah, this balance was way off. Get the axial flows. Might not ever get to the point where I'll use them, but I love those old, slightly older case combines. They're just, oh, they're so beautiful. The new ones, they're fine. I haven't much experience with them. They, farmers around here aren't as wealthy as farmers out west or mostwhere else in the country. Corn headers. Guess I'll install these 2 classes real quick. Dutzvar. Ooh. I think this mod was in 19, I think. And it's balanced somewhat. I actually don't know how the prices are balanced. I have not played the game yet. For that matter, I've owned 22 for 3 years. I also have not played that. I bought the collector's edition like, oh, I need to play this. I love 19. And then I never did. Because I kept having issues with my DVD drive. I just never got around to it. I'm going to install it once I get my DVD drive in, because I'm not dealing with that slow-ass Giants download again. Because I want to play that one as well. Okay, yep, I did get that to start installing. It just looks so silly. I understand its purpose. It just looks silly. Like folding? How? Oh, the corn header, whatever they're called. I'm not very good at memory. Those fold up. That's neat. Ooh, I think, wasn't this in... No, that's not the one in 19 base. I like the shade of burgundy, though. I'm going to install that just for the burgundy. Love burgundy. This post was made by PlayStation 2. Was it Greatest Hits? Or was it... What was the discount thing on PlayStation 2 called? Not Player's Choice. No, that was Nintendo. Give me one moment. It was Greatest Hits. Plus Mega. But then again, what's the... Yeah, 6th meter working with. Okay, I think that's balanced. Lexion. Yeah, I haven't gotten to that yet. But I do remember the color palette, and also there is a official mod, I think it was official mod, that just gives you complete RGB, it looked like. I didn't install it because I didn't know if that would get rid of presets or what it'd do, but I do remember 19, the colors stuff sucked. Ooh. What's the working with? 5.1. Let's install it. Obviously get the axle flow. The class dominator. Aw, it doesn't come with a snowplow. Aww. Oh, isn't that... No, that's the CR11. I'll have to install that after the CR11 Gold that came with the Collector's Edition. I don't like, it's the same with 22. Like, well, at least 22 came with a really cool tractor and then just a different color. At least this one's gold instead of black. Like, there were already black fence in the game. I know it was a different model or whatever, but it kind of felt lame. Bushel Plus. Ooh. Neat. I don't know how that's gonna benefit you at all, but it is realistic, probably. I don't know, I haven't worked on combines much. Cat Lexion? Was this made when they owned Challenger, or... So I do not remember these. But those look like they're from the past 15 years at least. Axial flow. Okay, grain headers. I already queued that. I think most of these kind of came with their own header. Case IH headers. Lexion. Yeah. Corn headers, though. I think some of these, because there are just dedicated corn header companies. I do know that. Again, I've barely worked with combines. I've ridden in one a couple times, and that's pretty much it. I just like combines. Again, I'd love to, you know, use a combine, but farming around here is very, very, very much family-based, and like I said, family does have a farming history, but we don't have that kind of money to operate that, or time. Barely any of the family left. Case IH folding. Oh, I already installed those. Wait. Oh no, those might not, because those were a DLC. Those probably are already installed then. I don't know, because it does have that McDonnell Douglas or MacDon whatever pack, but that was inside of the code, so I don't know. It was a separate exe download. I don't know if it was based in this install or if I have to run that exe and then it'll be added, or it didn't have a separate code like I'd expect. Garinghoff North Star. Ooh. Big corn header. 18 meters. Jesus. Okay. Special headers. Category. Special headers. Okay. It's a pickup header. Oh, it's a pickup header. Okay. I see. Yeah, we'll get that. And then is this also a pickup header? I don't know. Then I have this. Huh, I'll have to figure that out off stream. Header trailers. Lizard cutting cart. Oh, cutting. Yeah, that's another word I'm not very smart. Windrowers. And it seems relatively balanced. Eggco. Get that installed. Forage harvesters. I don't know what the base... That's the thing, I haven't seen what the base game has or anything yet. I'm just installing, going ooh shiny, and installing it. And that doesn't seem balanced. Ooh. Okay, this one definitely isn't balanced, probably. The self-propelled one, what is that? Looks like 03? Or no, that must be 05 or 08. They're all very cheap. Oh no, this one. The 310 must be that. But Toby Height stuff. Headers. There are more tractors in the header section than tractors. Or headers. Ooh. It is? It's a side mower. Basically. I mean, it's for silage, not, you know, for forage. It's not just to mow grass. But still. Header trailers. Levelers. Get a back blade. Get another back blade. Silo compaction. Ooh. Yes, get that. This one's PTO powered. Consumables. Silage additive tank. Silage additive drum. Grassland. Mowers. Okay, I think... Because that's just a Cub Lowboy. I think at least. I've never seen them called the International 70. I've seen them called the Cub Lowboy. Yeah. I guess... Okay, it's already installed. It's just not showing the little check that it's already installed. This is a side mower. There we go. Get that installed. Real mower. You can now mow grass in all non-viable areas in the map. Okay, but does it let you... Yeah, it leaves it to harvest. That... Yeah, I'm not going to do that. That seems like it offset the balance a bit. Oh! Okay. Oh, I like that. They've got the jack into everything. Using 4 belts to withstand, though. Oh, because it's axle driven. It's... Okay, yeah, I'm installing that. Yeah, that is... Oh, I love that. I think I already installed that one, yeah. Is that... Because it does look like it is leaving the grass. Okay. So I guess, yeah, I will get that, because that is something that's always kind of annoying me, is they do look not great a lot of the time. And this is the front mower. I think that was base in 19, but I might be misremembering. Okay, that's 2.5 meter. Yeah, it's a fairly standard. Why am I forgetting it? It's a pretty standard brush hog. Kinda. I mean, most of the ones I'm familiar with have some degree of folding outside of the 3-point, but this obviously doesn't because of that big rigid arm there. Let's see if there's any ones. Okay. Because, yeah, that sounds... Because that was something that always kind of annoyed me in 19, and I gotta say, this menu is a lot better than 19's mod menu. Jesus Christ, I hated that thing. Get these, because these are all front mowers. Side mower, yes. Give me that side mower. Okay. Yeah, that's... Like, I have seen these ones a lot. Where they are 3-point, and then you've got chains going to the upper link. That way you can still fold them up, or not fold, but, you know, lay them up against a wall or something. And then they don't have any external wheels. Never actually used one of those before. I can't imagine that they'd be very good in bumpy terrain. I don't know, maybe they would in bumpy terrain. Because then you don't have to deal with the wheels going up and messing up the angles. Whoa, yes, get that. Oh. Okay, definitely get that. Yeah. This isn't in the game from the start? This is neat. You need to download a mod for it? Really? Because that was like... Wasn't that the only... That Crone the only one in 19? My memory is bad. It's been a while since I've played 19. Yes, get that Husqvarna. Family member bought a Husqvarna Zero Turn recently, and I gotta say, damn good tractor. I mean, not great. It had a... The trailer hitch on it was a $50 option. It was literally just a couple bolts and a piece of angle iron. So we made our own, but... And I mean, you don't use trailer hitches on Zero Turns that much. But that's still stupid that that's an extra that costs $50. Like, we had I think it was a Toro. It was a big-ass Zero Turn. It was like a 6-7 foot width or something. It was ridiculous. But that one... What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. The trailer hitch was just built into the frame. Not to mention that I never really liked that thing. I mean, it had the Briggs & Stratton Toro engine, which was fine. It just, I don't know, that Kawasaki engine in that Husqvarna seems to be a lot more reliable. I mean, we didn't have too many issues, but I mean, I'm familiar with Briggs & Strattons, and they should not leak that much oil. I mean, they're never clean of oil leaks. No small utility engine ever is, but it shouldn't be that bad. Ooh. Oh no, that's a true walk behind. That's not one of the Zero Turns that you stand on the back. I always wanted to try one of those. Not to mow the lawn. Just for fun, because they look fun. But then again, but that's kind of just because of regular Zero Turn. Oh, they are convenient. But, oh, like, if they use differential pedals for steering rather than 2 Rs, but arms get kind of sore. And, you know, you've got to coordinate power with steering and everything instead of just doing things traditionally. I will get this, though. Ooh. Yep, get that. That's side mower from Kloss. Push lawnmower. Okay. Let's see. So it's designed for rear discharge with a bagger. What the hell? It's got... Oh, no. Okay, I see. Yeah, it's relatively normal, I guess, for a modern one. I don't know. My lawnmower is about 50 years old. But it starts up right away. It's reliable. It cuts well. And I've had plenty of more newer mowers that I've both, you know, worked on and owned. And I hate them. Especially those damn self-propelled ones. They're annoying to use. And the real issue with them is they break. The engines on them are terrible. And they cut bad. They get clogged easily. Like... I don't know, I like mine, but it's also so loud I have to wear ear protection, otherwise I can't hear anything. Because there's basically no muffler. Yeah, actually, this might be the same series. They don't show the back. I can't tell if it comes with a trailer hitch from the factory. Joskin. Ooh, that one's using... Okay, that one's neat. So it's using 3, and then it's belt driven. It's kind of neat. I'll get that. Okay, I'll get that, obviously. Yeah. Get that. And a scythe. Did I sell my scythes? I can't remember. That scythe looks like shit, though. Class Disco Pack. Ooh, neat. John Deere 1365. I've seen a couple of these. Like golf courses and such. Tedders. I think I'll stick with base game because I don't know enough about them. Windrowers. Well... They do have a class. Get that one. Okay, I'll get... Because this is a side windrower, and that's a wheelie one. Ooh, and then this is that big coon one. Yeah. Look at that. That's a machine. Oh, I already have it installed. And then this... Is it using hoppers? How does that work? There's no tines or anything. It's just... I'll have to install that and see... Oh, I already have it installed. Forage wagons, I think we already kind of... Oh, no. Oh, that's self-loading? Oh, there's a lot of them that are self-loading. Okay. Get the crone. I already have the Husqvarna installed. My hard drive is going to hate me. Grassland care. I think most silage additive, chrome consumables. Balers. Okay. I don't really care much about Heston balers. Bale twine add-on. Management to bale twine. No thanks. Like, I understand why you would want that, but... I mean, you don't need... I don't think you need to twine square bales. Most of the square bales I've bought do not have twine on them. Like, maybe for selling them commercially, they legally do, but every time I've bought a square bale, it has not had any twine. So, that might just be something I don't work in the commercial sector. Ooh, that's a lot of different balers. Okay. Prone Big Pack. Whoa, it's got doors on the side with things? That's neat. Let's get that. Hand baling tools. There's no old balers. I guess this would be the closest, but I don't know, I like old balers. They look nice. New ones are all rounded. Bale net add-on. Again, like, I've seen it, but I don't know. I've only bought round bales a couple times, and that was a long time ago. I don't remember them having nets on it, but it's been a long time. Ooh, that's the smaller of the two, it looks like. Yeah, now that's a baler. Let's get both of these installed. Nope, that's just the unbranded versions of them. The case of New Holland. That one. Transport. Here we go. So... pricing on it's not bad, and it does look okay. John Deere branded hay wagon, which means it's probably $100 grand. $8 grand? Ooh, it does have the tandem stuff though, which I mean most hay wagons do, at least in my experience. But my experience is hay wagons from the 1940s, so I guess I'll get it just because it's the only real traditional hay wagon. What is this? Oh, it's 2 bales. That's kind of neat. I think I'll stick with the forks, even though I'm not familiar. Ooh. 8 bales at a time. It's very expensive, and it's probably a decent size file size, so I'm gonna be smart and not install that because I'm probably never gonna use it. Oh, so it kind of grabs up to 4 of them, whether they're wrapped or not. And then they're just, you could just move them elsewhere. Wrappers. I think I'll stick with base game. Miscellaneous. Liftable pallets and bales. Well, that kind of makes sense for square bales. Round bales are heavy as hell. You can barely even push them. Like, smaller square bales, I mean, those things weigh nothing. Larger ones, you can still move them. Consumables, that's just that things. Forage mixers. Oh, that's like it's. Oh wait, that's. No. Uninstall. Backspace. Yes, I don't want the lizard branded one. I want one with an actual brand. Whoa, this one was a 19, I think. Or at least there's one like it, or it was a mod in 19. Barrels. These sure are barrels. Animal transport. Animal transports. Just throw a massive cage in the back of the International, sure. I'll get it, I guess. Feels kind of cruel, though. Just throwing them in a giant cage in the back of an International Harvester. Like, if it was shorter, it wouldn't feel cruel, but it looks cruel. Straw blowers. So this one goes to a skid steer, but it's only round bales. I don't know, I think I'll stick with base game. Food? I haven't... Ooh, beets. Beets, yes, beets. Oh, yes. Don't install the lizards. Yes. Oh, beets. Oh, look at them. Oh, just look at that beautiful machine. That's just what drives humanity. Beets. 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 Shred beets? Why would you shred beets? Just take them to the sugar beet factory and sell them. Sugar beet cutter pack. Is that a separate thing? Potatoes. I don't care much about potatoes. We don't really do potatoes around here. Fictitious. I don't want fictitious. Potato washing system. Grim Evo 280. Yeah, I'll stick with base game. Vegetables. Are those? Oh, they're drive wheels, I think. No. I don't know what they are. I'll get it though. Vegetable harvesters. Sugarcane planters. Sugarcane harvesters. I will get that case one. Cotton transport. What about rice? Oh, that's probably later down. What? Big copper or cotton. It's not copper. I guess I'll get that. Grapes and olives. This is one that just goes on the back of a tractor. I already have it installed. Same with this. Grape trailers. Grape tools. Okay. Philly cum dig. Should we install the cum? Only fertilize the area under the rows. And I don't think we need to download cum. Tiny manure spreader. That's cute. Let's get that. Forestry stuff. There we go. Newer Komatsu. Home-built skidder. Oh, that's kind of neat. Sure, we'll get that. Hopefully. Okay, yeah, 45. That sounds balanced. Swing boom. Excavators. Nimber. Oh, but those are older John Deeres. Yeah. Okay, we'll get that. That's a newer case. Newer JCB. That's off. Yeah, no, it's lizard branded. Get the JCB, obviously. Excavator tools. Wood transport. Lift wood. Attaches to a front loader. And it can grab wood. Yeah, that might be useful. Wood trailer. Yeah, I remember that. That one kind of was a bit too cheap. Sure. Wood chippers. Okay. Ooh, that one's a Tatra. Yes. Love Tatra. Marvel, thank you for the follow. This one's nice as well. Very big, but nice. And that's just a small one. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's for branches. I see. So, okay. And that goes to a 3-point. Okay, we'll get that as well. Mulchers. Yeah, but it's lizard branded. Devour trees. The name is funny. Winches. Weight with winch, grapple yarder, forestry winch. Ooh. Yeah, we'll get that. Tree planters. Hand plant saplings. Yeah, I'll get that. I've kind of wanted, like in 19, I did want to, you know, use trees for decoration, and then you just can't. Stump cutters. Just devour trees. Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous weights. Oh, the aggro bumper. Yeah. ABG compact weight. Nasty Ferguson weight. Thing is with the weights, a lot of them are very unbalanced because they are way too cheap compared to the base game ones. So I'm just gonna get like that. That seems relatively balanced. That might not be, but it's New Holland branded. Aw, that one's dice color. That's kind of neat. I'm not gonna install it though. That's a truck. That's not a weight at all. That's a truck. Why weren't these in the truck section? Fiat weight. Okay. That seems balanced. Stayer, mares. Tire weights. I think I already got those. Yeah, like this oil drum one. Yeah. Like, some of them just are not balanced. Home weight. Okay, that one seems to be... Yeah. Safety weight 1,000. It's neat looking. Condom weight 750. Concrete weight. Smaller Fiat weight, I guess. Aber 600. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. So it's engine braking and weight. Okay, we'll get that. That sounds neat. Guess we'll get the John Deere, even though I'm sure that's in the base game already. I think we already got that. Yep. Rope and chain. Yep, that is rope and chain. They don't have much weight, but they sure are rope and chain. Sure, I'll install rope and chain. Belt systems. Oh, yes. They're all like Lizard brand, though. Winter equipment. Where's the class dominator attached? The snowplow for the class dominator. Miscellaneous? I'm confused. Oh, okay. So you dump it in with like a telehandler and then it goes on to like a 3-point or something. Okay, that sounds useful. Forestry service trailers. Whoa! That's like a house. It's got... Okay, we're getting that. You know, I think it does, but I have the Farming Simulator 22 Collector's Edition beacon light plugged in. I do not have the 25 key switch because I don't have any room on my desk and I don't think it's going to be that much of use. I think the beacon light's cool because that's just a light that goes off in my room. But the switch, I don't know, I've always had it set to auto start on enter and then auto off on exit. Yeah, it's not realistic, but Ooh, an original gator, yes. That's what I think of when I think of gator, not that new shite. What's this? It's a hook. Neat. Tree be gone. Okay. It's lizard branded, but Swedish construction sign pack. VG broadcast. Oh, that's a server thing. Adapter 3-point skid steer. Oh, that lets you put skid steer onto a 3-point. Okay, that's... Yeah, let's not do that. Drawbar. Oh, okay, yeah, that'd be useful. Trailed lifter, so that's essentially a 3... Yeah, that's a 3-point on a trailer. Let's get that. Uh... 3-point hitch transportation? Oh, like you put seeds and stuff in it. Another dolly. Let's get that. What's this? Oh, it's like a forklift thing for a 3-point. Okay. We'll get that. Fuel tank trailer. I thought I already installed one of these though, so I'll not install it. I'll buy the caravan. Sure. I think I already installed that. Yep. I haven't seen anything about adding in a new chainsaw yet, which is sad. Random dolly. Just get all the dollies. Objects, big bag pallets, diesel barrel, pallet tanks, diesel, animals, small manure heap, miscellaneous, old Polish herbicide and yes, get that. Shed, bunker wall set, strobe light, crushable rocks, cone. There we go, chainsaw. Okay. Got some modern stills. Some more modern stills. Ooh, that's a nice axe. Yeah, let's get that axe. Let's just get all of the chainsaws and stuff. They're all modern, though. Not this one. It has a fake camo blade. That disgusts me. Forest machete. You don't use a machete to cut down trees. Axe. Yes. Get the axe. Flashlights. Flashlights hands-free. Miscellaneous. Polish wheeled wheelbarrow. It's Polish, so I'm installing it. Power washer, I guess. Dirtynator. Oh, that's cool. Placeable animal pens. These are all quite large, though. Old German barn. That's for cows. Okay, we'll get that one. I like the look of that one. This one's Polish, so we'll get it. Pig fattening. U.S. pigsties. What, you mean Congress? Ha 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 ha. Thank you, thank you. I'll be here all week. More Polish things? Yes. I'm not even looking at it. I just see Polish and go brr. Polish brick cowshed? Don't mind if I do. Sheep for la barrique. Or Balakier. Okay. God, there's a lot of these. This one's also Polish. A German. With feeding robot. Wow. The power of science is amazing. Okay, that one looks neat. Finnish sheep barn. Cow barn from Hunan Pantai. Oh, the map, yeah. Took my brain a second. Cafe igloo. Or calf igloo. Not cafe igloo. It's not a restaurant. Fences. Wow, there's a lot of fences. Trees. Storages. Jesus Christ. That is quite a bit of storages. Potato cellar. Yeah. Big drive-through garage. That's not that big. It has solar panels as an option, but how big is that? That doesn't look that big based on the size of those doors. Maybe 100 foot? I've seen bigger. U.S. refrigerated hangar. New England shed. Oh, yeah, that looks cute. Oh, I thought that's a milk tank explosion. Nope, milk tank extension. Added buffalo milk. Old German cellar. The old German cellar can store the potatoes. The old German storage cellar for selling food. Trigger for unloading the silo corrected. I haven't seen any nice silos that I like. American car park, machinery garage. I'll look through this one, I think, again later. This one's not bad. And it has a Canadian flag, so, like, that's the best one. Logistics center. Ooh, la-di-da. That's very expensive. Okay. Now that is what I would consider to be a barn. Side door, front door, approximately 90 feet long by 40 feet wide. This one has a window. I guess you sometimes see with windows. I don't know. None of the ones I've ever been in really have had windows. Small hall. Shed with office. Doesn't show us the inside of the office though. Okay. It's rusty, it's Brazilian, but that I actually do like. And that's the only one. Containers. Oh, it's German. Farm gas station. Oh, okay, so it costs $5 per day, but you could get gas at your farm rather than having to go. Okay. This one's Polish, so we'll get it. Manure bunker. Diesel tanks. Are there any Polish ones? Really great workshop. Aww. It's very expensive. Brazilian gas station. Machine shed with gas station. I actually like the look of the machine shed is the thing. I don't care about the gas station. I'd really just like... In fact, these are perfect. These ones at the bottom. That's what I want. Water tanks. Water tower old. Sewage shaft. Filled up on too much water? Get rid of it here. Okay, that's kind of cute. Fillable tanks. I already installed the Polish one. Transfer silo? That's with the train. Liquid storage, multi-grain farm silo. Silos pack. They're all white, like composite. They're not metal. Grape silo. If they had that for not grape. Oh, grain silos. Here we go. Okay, we got an Irish grain shed. Here we go. Big grain silo. That's what I'm familiar with. Brick barn. Okay, that is brick. Bin 200 pack. Large corn dryer. Barn with grain loft, 100-ton silo, bin packed, old stone silo. Temporary wire silo, low-cost grain silo. Drive over bunker silo. Grain dryer production, finished bunker silo. Silo extensions. Sheds. Jesus Christ. I like that Apache workshop, but that's a bit expensive. That one looks nice. It's expensive and has high upkeep, but it looks nice. Polish pasture for cows. I already have it installed. Okay. God, there's so many. I will look through those on my own time, I think. Farmhouses. Here we go. Normandy house. That one looks nice. Small barn dominium. Southern Brazil wood house. I like that. That looks nice. Renovated house, addable triggers, building pack, house with a porch, modern house, Polish house, country brick house, gabled farmhouse, manor farm Schleffen. Wow, that's a lot of things. House in Polish style. Palace in Zanski. Lanzniki. La Pacho farmhouse. Ooh, that's nice. Lansdink house. Bavarian farmhouse. EU modern house. Thatched house. Old American farmhouse. That is not a house, that is a modular. Old American style house. I mean, modulars started in what, like the 50s? Because they're essentially just two, they're essentially trailer, just in two parts. Then they weld the frames together and finish it up so it's one piece. But they've got they're technically, they've got a vehicle or a trailer title. So when you're selling one, you have to find that. It is a house, but technically, it's also a trailer, even though you ain't moving that shit. It's cemented to the ground. But since it's got a metal frame and was on the road, I'll get it. I used to live in one. Another old Polish house. Shadow-minium with workshop. That's funny. Another Polish house. Modern Polish house. Polish house. Polish brick house. Small renovated house. Yeah. Polish brick house again. Polish 80s farmhouse. I like that, yeah. Queenslander farmhouse. I guess, yeah, it's Australian. Old Polish house. Greater Polish house. House from the 70s. Ooh, I like the look of that cabin. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, beehives. Power generators. Wind generators made with barrels. Hotel. Wind turbine, windmill. Oh, it's kind of small. Crop maze. Ah, yes. My favorite energy. A maze. Okay, I see. So this is power generators. Really just means things that give you passive income. Okay. Agricultural subsidies. Okay. That is cheaty, but I kind of like it, so I'm going to install it. Because, yeah, you're getting at least 100 grand a year. Floodlighting. Yeah. Decoration. Oh, she's just a lot of these. Watergate, they have Richard Nixon? That's not Richard Nixon. That's concrete, baby. Production sites. Pasta production. 2 buildings and a point of sale. LPS post office production site. Okay, that... Yeah, you input water, it outputs mail. Yeah, that is funny though. Does it? Yeah, I mean, it does have a pulse. Fuck it. Gravel factory, fish farming. Red Lobster. I know it says crawfish production, but that's the Red Lobster logo. Or it is a Red Lobster, rather. Salt production. Wooden Toys Workshop. I don't know, I just want to farm. Okay, but what is this? Industrial sawmill. Chocolate cereal factory. It's only for producing chocolate cereal. Nothing else. Selling points. Miscellaneous. Wait, is there a search function? I don't see a search function anywhere here. Oh, recommended. Oh, I do not have these installed. Okay. But, update DLC. I have that. Extra content. I wish there was a search. Oh, there is. See. Ford. I already installed that. Why does this show up under Ford? Okay, let's take a quick look at the maps. Whoa, there's a lot of maps. None of these are really calling out to me. North American maps. Michigan! Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, that looks like Michigan, alright. Yeah, obviously we're installing the Michigan. Prairie Farm, Michigan? 1/3 scale of a real-life location in Michigan. Does not say, but it does mention sugar beets. I'm obviously installing it. It's a 1/3 scale of a real life. I mean, looking at that map, that could be literally anywhere in Michigan. Let's buy the land before you could use or sell the buildings. 3 sell points. Custom sugar beet factory for added realism. It'll give you tear dirt, take dirt back to the field and dump. It'll possibly level and disappear when you use it. Yes, yes, okay. Yeah, that's Michigan. Frankenmuth, yes. Obviously, I'm installing the Frankenmuth map. Okay, so it looks northeast of Frankenmuth. That must... Yeah, that's supposed to represent Frankenmuth itself. So, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I recognize that. That map makes sense to me. He's based it on Michigan, and it will make sense. Memphis, New York. Quebec! Whoa, that's a big-ass map. I don't know what I just pressed enter on. I'm guessing it needs prerequisites because it's fucking giant. Starbuck, Minnesota. Alma, Missouri. South American maps. Brazil, Argentina, South Rice. Other/fantasy maps. Gameplay. Clean windows first. Dashboard live. Okay, that's all the package. Big truck, yes. Give me that Mac. Unimods I already installed. I already installed, I think, all of the official mods, apart from the unlimited color configurations. Okay. Oh, it does have built-in achievements, but the thing is... Okay. It's not going to track with Steam or anything. So I guess that's everything. I mean, we can take another quick look at the cars, but there's not really much. Oh, I know, there's another Skoda. Yeah. Now that's a Skoda. Okay. I think that's going to be it for tonight. We've looked through everything. That'll be it for tonight. I thank you all for watching and